Hi everyone, we are here to learn about smart music. My name is RaeAnne Hankla, and this is for Music 201. So on the very right, you will see Smart Music's orange logo. On the top picture, you will see all the music categories that you'll find in the Smart Music's homepage. These categories include method books, band and orchestra pieces, solo pieces, choir pieces, sight reading, sight singing exercises, and so much more. And on the bottom picture, it just is a screenshot of what this program looks like on your physical computer. What is Smart Music? Smart Music is a suite of web-based music education tools that supports efficient practice. At the heart of Smart Music is respect for the deliberate practice model and a recognition that students benefit from immediate feedback. It was introduced in 1994 as a hardware-based tool originally named Vivace, but was eventually replaced by the software-only version. Right now you can find two versions of Smart Music. There's the classic Smart Music, which is found on a hard drive, but as of August 2020, the classic software will not be available anymore, so all users will be forced to move to the new Smart Music, which is found in the cloud, so storing all the music on the cloud instead of the hard drive. And how did Smart Music come to life? Well, it is a product of the company Make Music, which was founded in 1990, and Make Music's approach is to provide technology, content, and web services to musicians as a way to enhance how they prepare, create, and teach music. Make Music serves as the father figure of four music softwares known as Garriton, which is a provider of quality virtual instruments, Music XML, which shares sheet music files between applications and creating an archive library for sheet music files, Finale, which gives musicians complete control while creating any musical notation they can imagine, and Smart Music, which we're focusing on in this presentation. And lastly, pictured on the right is the CEO of Make Music. His name is Geir Fisher, and his overall goal for Smart Music right now is dreaming of the ways Finale can be more integrated with Smart Music. And this is by making it easier to publish content created in Finale into Smart Music, and that can help teachers, students, and performers discover and use that very content. What does Smart Music provide? Smart Music offers assessment tools, documentation, which means like a management system of recordings, grades, assessments, and assignments, a huge repertoire library, a large library of technical exercises, and practice tools. And then we ask, how is it utilized? Well, we see the little squiggly line pointing to individual practice. And it's utilized in individual practices because teachers can assign music for their student to practice at home, and then the student receives immediate feedback. They know what they've done wrong, and they are given actual tips to what they can do better. And they're shown the correct way, whether it's in band, the correct fingering for notes, or whether it's in choir, it's what the right notes sound like. And then we follow the next squiggly line into the classroom. Well, teachers can display individual parts on screen, and they can use Smart Music as an accompanist or teach the rhythm of the day, and there's so many more opportunities for it to be used in the classroom. So how can I, as a teacher, use Smart Music in my classroom? First of all, Smart Music can be used as a huge assessment tool. Teachers can differentiate supplementary exercises and assignments and content of varying difficulty, or ones that address difficult aspects of certain techniques. It saves time via self-assessment, which is a vital skill that's often overlooked in the general classroom because there might just be not enough time to do it. But it's having students submit recordings of themselves into this program where the teacher can later hear and assess how they've done, or the students can assess right there in the moment and reflect on it. And it optimizes rehearsal time. So with the use of Smart Music, teachers can focus on the whole group issues during class time, such as tonality, expression, intonation, instead of having to correct individual fingering or voice techniques over and over again, which can be exhausting. Smart Music can also be used as a teaching and practice tool. So it can be used for immediate feedback, which I already talked about, how Smart Music will show students exactly which notes they've missed and what notes they were singing or playing instead. If utilizing with an interactive whiteboard that many teachers and classrooms have, The tools of its tuner, metronome, and digital recorder can be utilized, and the on-screen assessment will also give immediate feedback to the group or individual performance. It can be used with listening and learning. Smart music also allows specific parts to be shown or assessed while a recording of a piece is performed by a professional ensemble. So the students can hear what a good model of the sound and song sounds like and can watch the notes as they go on. So they are visualizing and hearing the music, which speaks to some of the learning methods and models. And it also can be used for sight reading because there are over 600 sight reading or sight singing exercises that are available to them, which is just insane. So here we are going to play a tutorial. We see the home page, and we are going to look at its use in assessing. So we are going to go to the exercises. And see, there are so many different exercises we can use, but we're going to choose scales. And you open this up, and you have to pick your instrument, and then you have to pick your different exercises. So yep, we'll do the 5-tone down and up. So this shows you what it looks like for the students. It shows exactly what notes they'll be singing or be expected to sing. And first, we'll take a listen. I'll count them off. Then you can adjust how the metronome sounds. If it's too loud for you, then you can turn your part up. The students can personalize it to fit whatever needs they have. There's also the option to record, which can be used in assessment. So you'll use your microphone, test the microphone, and then you should be good to go. So they'll count them off again, and then the student will record. And you see it gives immediate feedback of what notes I'm missing or what notes I'm not missing. And then, once you stop the recording, you have the option to delete or save. Delete it if you didn't do too hot, which I don't think we did, so we're going to delete it, and we're going to the next tutorial. So here again, we'll see the home page, and we're going to do free selections. And we're going to see it as a classroom tool and listening to another group singing a song that we're going to be singing in my choir. So the treble parts, they're having a little trouble, sopranos especially. So we're going to play this part so they can see and hear their correct parts. So click play. Once again, it'll be counting off, and it shows the piano accompaniment, which is nice. And then the metronome's a little loud, so we'll turn it down. And see, this can be used as an alternative way for the students to see the music, to hear it. They're not looking down at the paper, but they're all engaged in the same thing, which you can use to focus on particular parts of the song, particular measures, so you don't have to mess around with pulling out the music sometimes, which can be so hard sometimes for the whole classroom to get on the same page. Instead, you can say, look up here and I'll show you where I'm talking about, and you can play it while it's on the big screen for everyone to see. And again, here's the home page, the whole music categories thing we talked about in the first slide. And we're going to look at the method books. So see, there are so many different options for educators to use. We see band expressions, 90 days to sight reading success, guitar methods, drum methods. And then we see the categories on the side here, so you don't have to keep going back and forth. You can just click which one you want on the side without leaving this page. And also, there are 9 pages for just method books, which is a great resource and a huge library. But we're going to look at the choral warm-up routine number 1. Again, once it loads, you're going to choose your voice part. So you click open, you filter, and you're going to say, tenor bass, let's do them. You can choose from all these exercises. We're going to do rhythm. And this can be used when substitutes are in the classroom, when you're just having a rough day or you don't have the time because you're dealing with another student. We'll see, you'll click us off again. And you can even use this as a test. You can turn the part off and then you just have it up there for the students to sight read the rhythm. And again, you can turn the metronome up or down according to what you need. So we're going to click back and we're going to go to a different category. Again, it's going to be found on the side. So once this loads, we will clear our filter that we had. And yep, we're going to go to choir. So we're going to just show again how this can be used in the classroom or as an assessment or just practice homework for their students when they go home. It can be used for both. And this will show the students what their part is, what they should be singing, and if they're not singing that, it'll show them what they're doing instead, which will just help keep the process of learning going. So we're going to click play. Oh, and there's the option to record, which I think we'll do now just to show what it will be like for an assessment or for homework for the students. So again, yes, test your microphone. It'll click us off. And the student will sing this with it. And you see, it's the soprano part, but it's playing all 4 of the vocal parts, so it's good to hear all the other parts while you're focusing and isolating on your own, which I think is a really valuable tool because a lot of students these days are just focused on their own and not hearing the whole group. And as I mentioned earlier, now you have the option to delete or save this take. If you didn't do too hot, you can delete it, or you can save it and turn it in. So how could I use what I've learned about smart music to succeed in my other collegiate courses? As I say, I can create lesson plans that involve the use of smart music either in class time or as an assessment tool, because in music classes it's kind of hard to have assessments. So this is an easy way, and if your school has already bought the subscription to the program, why not utilize it? Personally, I could utilize smart music while teaching voice lessons. Personally, I'm not too skilled with the piano, so I could use the accompaniment feature for my student to practice with when I want to focus not on playing and focus on them, or if they want to practice on their own time. And just for fun, I could improve my own sight reading abilities through the multitude of exercises found in the library here. I think smart music is a really cool way to incorporate technology and music, and I can really use it in my career outside after college, which I think is super beneficial to explore right now. And overall, I think smart music is a pretty cool tool, which is why I have the lightning bolt emojis by it, because it is so strong. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed and you learned a little bit about smart music.